Chosen one, God says this cannot wait. His message is burning for you right now, calling you to listen with every fiber of your being. A divine shift is happening, and it's happening for you. This is not a moment to ignore or push aside. The Creator of the universe is speaking directly to your soul, urging you to step into the purpose He has carved out for you. Something extraordinary is unfolding, a breakthrough so powerful it will rewrite the story of your life. You're not here by chance. You're here because God has a message that demands your attention, and it's time to hear it. Your life has been a journey of trials, hasn't it? You've walked through valleys where shadows tried to swallow your light. You've faced moments where the world seemed to press against you, testing your resolve. But here's the truth. Every step, every struggle, every tear was preparation. God was shaping you, refining you, forging you into someone unbreakable. You're not just surviving, you're rising. The weight of your past isn't a burden. It's a testament to your strength. And now, God is saying the time for waiting is over. The chains that held you back are breaking, and the doors to your destiny are swinging wide open. Think about Joseph, a man thrown into a pit, sold into slavery, and locked in a prison. The world saw him as forgotten, but God saw him as chosen. Every hardship was a step toward his elevation. When the moment came, God didn't just lift him up. He placed him in a position to change nations. You are Joseph in this moment. The pit you've been in, the betrayals you've endured, the nights you questioned your purpose, they were all leading to this. God is saying, no more delays. Your elevation is here, and it's happening now. If this message is stirring something in your spirit, pause for a second and leave the number 77 in the comments. That number carries the energy of divine completion, a sign that you're ready to receive what God has prepared. Don't just watch, declare your faith. Let the heavens know you're listening. What does it mean to be chosen? It's not about being better than anyone else. It's about carrying a light that refuses to go out, no matter how fierce the storm. You've felt it, haven't you? That quiet knowing deep inside. Even when everything around you screamed doubt, God placed that fire in you, and it's been burning through every obstacle, every fear, every moment of uncertainty. Now He's fanning that flame into a blaze. The world will see it. People will notice the change in you. The way you walk, the way you speak, the way you carry unshakable peace. This message isn't about promises that might come someday. It's about what's happening right now. God is moving in your life as you listen. Doors you didn't even know existed are unlocking. Opportunities you couldn't imagine are taking shape. Your health, your finances, your relationships. God is touching every part of your story. He's saying, I've seen your faith and I'm responding. You've held on through the dark, and now the light is breaking through. Can you feel it? The shift is real. Let's talk about what's coming. Picture a river, steady and strong, flowing toward you with blessings that never run dry. That's what God has in store. Not a trickle, not a drop, but an overflow. Your financial struggles, God is stepping in, and provision is on its way. Your weary heart, He's bringing healing. That restores your joy. Your dreams that felt out of reach, they're closer than you think. This isn't wishful thinking. It's a divine guarantee. God's word never returns empty. What He speaks, He fulfills. If you're feeling this truth resonate, type 777 in the comments. Let it be your declaration that you're ready for the overflow. And while you're there, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls walking this path together. Your action amplifies this message, sending it to others who need to hear it. The enemy thought he could stop you. He threw distractions, doubts, and delays in your path, didn't he? But here's what he didn't know. Every attack was building your strength. Every setback was setting you up for a comeback. The devil's plans are crumbling because God's purpose for you is unstoppable. Isaiah chapter 55:11 says, so is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire. God's word over your life is victory, and it's unfolding now. Look at Esther, a young woman, seemingly ordinary, placed in a palace for a purpose she didn't yet understand. When the moment came, she didn't hesitate. She stepped into her calling, risking everything to save her people. God didn't choose her because she was powerful. He chose her because she was willing. You're Esther today. God has placed you exactly where you need to be. And He's saying, step forward. The courage you need is already in you. The doors you're meant to walk through are already open. This is not a time for fear. You've been through too much to shrink back now. God is calling you to stand tall, to move with boldness, to trust that He's already gone ahead of you. The job you've been praying for, the healing you've been seeking, the breakthrough you've been waiting for, they're not just coming. They're here. God is saying, take hold of it. Your faith has carried you this far, and now it's time to walk in the reward. If this is speaking to you, leave 777 in the comments one more time. Let it be a seal of your agreement with God's plan. Your faith is moving mountains and the heavens are taking notice. Let's talk about transformation. You're not the same person you were a year ago, are you? Something's changed. Maybe it's the way you see yourself or the way you refuse to let fear hold you back. That's God at work. He's renewing you from the inside out, making you a living testimony of His power. People are starting to notice. They see the peace in your eyes, the strength in your step, the glow that comes from knowing you're chosen. This isn't about vanity. It's about reflecting God's glory. Your transformation isn't just for you. It's a sign to the world that God keeps His promises. When others see you, they'll see His hand at work. Your life is becoming a story of redemption, a proof that what God starts, He finishes. Philippians chapter 1:6 says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." That work is happening now. Your struggles are turning into strength. Your pain into purpose. Your waiting into victory. Imagine this: a seed buried in the dark, pressed down by the weight of the earth. It doesn't look like much, does it? But under that pressure, something miraculous happens. It breaks through, reaching for the light, growing into something beautiful. That's you. The pressure you felt wasn't meant to crush you. It was meant to help you grow. God is saying you're ready to break through. The light is waiting in. It's brighter than you can imagine. This message is urgent because your time is now. God isn't asking you to wait another year, another month, or even another day. He's saying, move. The opportunities He's prepared are in front of you. The blessings He's promised are within reach. All He asks is that you trust Him, step forward, and take what's yours. You're not chasing dreams. You're claiming what God has already spoken. Think about David, a shepherd boy facing a giant. The world saw him as small, insignificant. But God saw a king. When David stepped onto that battlefield, he didn't rely on his own strength. He relied on God's promise, and with one stone he brought down Goliath. You're facing your giants right now. Fear, doubt, lack, but God is handing you the stone. Take it, swing it. Your victory is already written. Your finances, God is opening streams of provision. Your health, He's breathing renewal into your body. Your purpose, He's aligning every step with His plan. This is not a maybe. This is a certainty. God's word is final, and He's saying, I'm doing this for you now. The enemy can't stop it. I'm meek. The world can't block it. Your past can't hold it back. You are chosen, and God's promises are yours to claim. If this is hitting your spirit, type 777 in the comments one last time. Let it be your bold declaration that you're ready to receive. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen one souls who are claiming their divine destiny. What happens when you step into God's plan? Everything changes. Your perspective shifts. Where you once saw obstacles, you'll see opportunities. Where you once felt fear, you'll feel faith. This is what it means to live as a chosen one. You're not bound by the limits of this world. You're walking in the freedom of God's kingdom where abundance flows and miracles happen. Your life is becoming a testimony that nothing is impossible. With God, consider Noah. The world laughed when he built the ark. They called him crazy, mocked his faith. But Noah didn't stop. He trusted God's voice, even when it didn't make sense, and when the rains came, his obedience saved him. You're building your ark right now. Every step of faith, every moment of trust, it's preparing you for the flood of blessings God is about to pour out. Keep building. Don't listen to the mockers. Your obedience is your power. This message is a call to action. God isn't just speaking, He's moving. He's asking you to move with Him. That dream in your heart, it's not too big. That goal you've set, it's not out of reach. God is aligning people, places, and opportunities to make it happen. All you need to do is say yes. Say yes to His plan. Say yes to His timing. Say yes to the transformation He's working in you. Your life is about to reflect God's glory in ways you never imagined. People will look at you and wonder what's different. They'll see the peace that surpasses understanding, the strength that defies circumstances, the joy that comes from knowing you're chosen. This isn't about fleeting moments of happiness. It's about a life of purpose, abundance, and unshakable faith. Let's talk about what's waiting on the other side of your obedience. Picture a table set before you overflowing with blessings, peace that calms your heart, provision that meets every need, purpose that lights up your soul. Psalm chapter 23:5 says, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies." God isn't just meeting your needs. He's showing the world that His chosen ones are favored. Your enemies, your doubts, your struggles, they'll watch as God lifts you up. This is not a time to hesitate. God's message is clear. The waiting is over. The season of preparation has led to this moment of action. You've been refined, strengthened, and equipped. Now it's time to walk through the doors God is opening. The job, the relationship, the breakthrough. They're not just possibilities. They're realities God is bringing to life. Trust Him. Move forward. Claim what's yours. Reflect on Abraham. God called him to leave everything familiar and go to a land he didn't know. It wasn't easy. It didn't make sense. But Abraham obeyed and God made him the father of nations. Your obedience today is planting seeds for a legacy that will outlast you. The steps you take now will ripple through generations. God is saying, "I've chosen you for this." Don't hold back. Your transformation is already happening. You're not the person you were when you started this journey. God has been working in you, stripping away fear, doubt, and limitation. He's replacing them with faith, courage, and vision. You're becoming a living proof of His power, a walking testimony of His love. People will see you and know that God is real. Your life will point them to Him. This message is urgent because God's timing is perfect. He's not asking you to prepare for someday. He's saying, today is your day. The blessings, the breakthroughs, the miracles, they're not waiting in the distance. They're here now, ready for you to receive. All it takes is faith to step forward, trust to believe, and courage to act. You're ready, chosen one. God has made sure of it. Consider the woman at the well in John chapter 4. She came for water, but Jesus gave her something greater, living water, that changed her life. She didn't expect it. She didn't feel worthy, but Jesus saw her, spoke to her, and transformed her. That's what God is doing for you right now. He sees you, He knows you, and He's offering you living water, blessings that overflow, purpose that fulfills, peace that endures. Your past doesn't define you. Your mistakes don't disqualify you. God's call on your life is bigger than anything you've done or anything done to you. He's saying, I'm making all things new. Your story isn't over. It's just beginning. The chapters ahead are filled with victory, abundance, and purpose. God is writing a masterpiece, and you're the central figure. This is a moment of divine alignment. Everything in your life is coming together. Your faith, your experiences, your prayers. God is orchestrating it all. The people you're meant to meet, the opportunities you're meant to seize, the purpose you're meant to fulfill. They're all falling into place. Trust His timing. Trust His plan. Trust that He's got you. Think of Moses. He was a man with a past flawed, uncertain, running from his mistakes. But God called him to lead a nation. When Moses doubted himself, God didn't. He equipped him, guided him, and used him to part seas. Your doubts don't scare God. Your weaknesses don't limit Him. He's calling you to part seas, to lead, to shine. Will you answer? This message is a wake-up call. God is saying enough waiting. The dreams you've carried, the prayers you've prayed, they're not forgotten. They're being answered. The road ahead is paved with God's promises, and He's asking you to walk it. Don't look back. Don't second guess us. Step forward with the confidence of someone chosen by the Creator of the universe. Your life is a testimony in the making. Every challenge you've faced, every victory you've won, it's all part of God's plan to show the world His power through you. People will look at you and see His hand. They'll hear your story and know His truth. You're not just living for yourself. You're living for His glory, for His kingdom, for the countless lives your story will touch. This is not about chasing wealth or fame. It's about stepping into the abundance God has promised, a life of purpose, peace, and impact. Your wealth isn't just money. It's the richness of a life aligned with God's will. Your success isn't measured by the world's standards. It's measured by the lives you inspire, the hope you spread, the faith you carry. Consider Daniel thrown into a lion's den. Surrounded by danger, he didn't waver. He trusted God, and God shut the mouths of the lions. Your lions, your fears, your challenges, your doubts are being silenced right now. God is fighting for you. He's clearing the path. All you need to do is stand firm and believe. This message is for you, chosen one. God's voice is clear and His call is urgent. The time for hesitation is over. The season of waiting has passed. You're standing at the edge of a new chapter, and God is saying, go. The blessings are ready. The doors are open. The miracles are unfolding. Will you step into them? Your faith has carried you this far, and it will carry you to further. God is with you, guiding every step, providing every need, fulfilling every promise. You're not alone in this. You're chosen, equipped, and empowered. The world is waiting to see what God does through you. Don't hold back. Shine. Let's talk about the power of your yes. When you say yes to God's call, you're not just agreeing to a moment, you're stepping into a destiny. That yes unlocks doors, shifts circumstances, and releases blessings. It's the key to everything God has prepared. Say yes to His plan, His timing, His purpose. Watch what happens when you do. Reflect on Mary, the mother of Jesus. A young woman, ordinary by the world's eyes, but chosen for an extraordinary purpose. When the angel spoke, she didn't argue or doubt. She said, "Let it be to me according to your word." Her yes changed history. Your yes will change your future. It's that powerful. This is your moment, chosen one. God's message cannot wait because His plan for you is unfolding now. The dreams you've held, the prayers you've whispered, the hopes you've carried, they're coming to life. Step into this season with boldness. Trust that God is moving. Believe that His promises are true. You're ready and He's with you. Your life is about to become a living testimony of God's faithfulness. People will see you and know that God is real. They'll hear your story and feel His presence. You're not just chosen, You're called to shine, to lead, to inspire. The world needs your light, and God is amplifying it right now. This is not a time for small thinking. God's plan for you is big, bold, and beautiful. He's not calling you to settle for less. He's calling you to rise into more. More purpose, more peace, more provision. The life He has for you is greater than anything you've imagined. Step into it, claim it, live it. Consider Paul, a man who went from persecuting believers to preaching the gospel. His past didn't disqualify him. God used it to show His power. Your past doesn't limit you. It's part of your story. God is redeeming every moment, turning your pain into purpose, your trials into testimony. He's saying, I'm not done with you. This message is a divine appointment. God is speaking directly to you, urging you to act. The opportunities He's prepared are waiting. The blessings He's promised are ready. The life He's designed for you is here. Don't wait, don't doubt. Step forward and take hold of what's yours. Your transformation is a sign to the world. As you step into God's plan, people will notice. They'll see the change in you. The peace, the strength, the joy. Your life will point them to Him. You're not just living for yourself. You're living for His glory, for His purpose, for His kingdom. This is your time, chosen one. God's message is clear and His call is urgent. The doors are open, the blessings are flowing, the miracles are happening. Say yes to His plan. Step into His purpose. Watch as He transforms your life into something extraordinary. Let's talk about the fire inside you. It's not just a spark. It's a blaze that God Himself has ignited. This fire isn't loud or flashy. It's steady, unyielding, burning through every doubt and fear. You felt it in those quiet moments when you knew deep down that you were meant for more. That fire is God's voice whispering that your purpose is bigger than the world's expectations. He's saying, I've placed this in you, and now it's time to let it shine. The world tries to dim your light, doesn't it? People, circumstances, even your own thoughts sometimes tell you to play small, to stay safe, to settle. But God is calling you to rise above that noise. You're not meant to fit in. You're meant to stand out. Your fire is unique, crafted by the Creator for a specific purpose. It's not about being better than others. It's about being exactly who God made you to be. And He's saying, now is the time to let it burn bright. Think of Elijah standing alone against the prophets of Baal. The odds were against him, hundreds against one, but he didn't waver. He called on God, and fire fell from heaven, proving His power. That's your moment now. The odds might seem stacked against you. Bills piling up, doors closing, voices doubting. But God is saying, call on me. Your faith is the spark, and His power is the flame. Trust Him and watch the impossible happen. Your purpose isn't vague or far off. It's specific, clear, and ready for you to step into. God has been preparing you, aligning every detail of your life for this moment. That job you've been praying for, it's not just a job, it's a platform for His glory. That relationship you've been seeking, it's not just a connection, it's a divine partnership. That dream in your heart, it's not just a wish, it's a calling God is bringing to life. He's saying, I've set this up for you. Walk in it. The enemy wants you to think you're stuck. He'll point to your past, your mistakes, your setbacks, and whisper, this is all you'll ever be. But God's voice is louder. He's saying, I'm not finished with you. Your story isn't defined by where you've been. It's defined by where God is taking you. Every misstep was a lesson. Every failure a foundation. You're not stuck. You're being launched into something greater. Picture a caterpillar in its cocoon. It doesn't look like much, does it? Trapped, confined, hidden. But inside, something miraculous is happening. It's transforming, becoming something entirely new. That's you right now. The confines of your circumstances aren't holding you back. They're shaping you. God is working in the hidden places, preparing you to spread your wings. When you emerge, the world will see a butterfly, a testament to His transformative power. Your faith is your anchor. It's what keeps you steady when the storms come, and they will come. Doubt, fear, opposition. But God is saying, hold fast. Your faith isn't just belief. It's action. It's choosing to trust when you can't see the outcome. It's stepping forward when the path isn't clear. It says, God, I believe you. Even though the whole world may say otherwise, that is the faith that unlocks the doors He is opening. Think about Ruth, who lost everything: home, husband, security. And she chose to trust God's plan. She didn't cling to what was familiar but stepped out into the unknown, and God led her to Boaz, to provision, to a legacy that would echo through generations. Your steps of faith today are leading you to your Boaz, your provision, your purpose, your place of abundance. God says, keep walking. This moment is about surrender. Not giving up but giving over. Handing your fears, your plans, your doubts to God and saying, your will, not mine. That surrender is powerful. It's not weakness, it's strength. It's trusting God's plan is better than anything you can design. When you let go, you make room for His miracles. You clear the way for His provision. You open your heart to His purpose. Your life is a canvas. And God is the artist. Every stroke, every trial, every joy, every moment He's using to create something beautiful. You might not see the full picture yet, but He does. He's painting a masterpiece, and you're the centerpiece. The struggles you faced, they're the shadows that give depth. The victories you've won, they're the colors that make it vibrant. Trust the artist, He knows what He's doing. Let's talk about provision. God isn't just meeting your needs. He's exceeding them. Ephesians chapter 3:20 says He's able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine. That's not a small promise. It's a declaration that God's plans for you are bigger than your biggest dreams. He's not just giving you enough to get by. He's giving you overflow, enough to live, to thrive, to bless others. That's the kind of God you serve. The world might tell you to hustle, to grind, to make it happen on your own, but God is saying, rest in me. Your provision doesn't come from it is all your effort. Yes, yet it is His promise. You don't have to chase wealth or success. When you align with His will, they chase you. Your job is to trust, to obey, to follow where He leads. The rest, He's already handling it. Think of the Israelites at the Red Sea. Trapped between an army and an ocean, they saw no way out. God made a way. He parted the waters, led them through, and destroyed their enemies. Your Red Sea is in front of you. Those impossible situations, those overwhelming odds. God is saying, watch me work. He's parting the waters. He's making a path. Your job is to keep moving forward. Your calling is unique. No one else can do what God has created you to do. That business idea, that creative project, that act of kindness, it's not random. It's divinely appointed. God has placed you here now for a reason. You're not just another person in the crowd. You're a chosen one, set apart to make a difference. Embrace it, own it, live it. The enemy, he's going to try to distract you. He's going to throw noise, chaos, and confusion your way. But God's voice is clearer, stronger, louder. Tune into it. Spend time in prayer, in His Word, in silence, listening for His guidance. That's where you'll find clarity. That's where you'll find strength. That's where you'll find the courage to step into what He's calling you to do. Picture a lighthouse standing firm against crashing waves. It doesn't fight the storm, it shines through it. That's you. Your light doesn't dim because of chaos around you. It shines brighter. God is saying, let your light shine. Your presence, your faith, your story is a beacon to others, showing them the way to Him. Don't hide it, let it glow. Your breakthrough isn't some far-off hope, it's a present reality. God is moving in your life right now, aligning circumstances, opening doors, preparing a way. That job you have been praying for, it's coming. That healing you've been seeking, it's on its way. That dream you've held on to, it's taking shape. God is saying, I'm doing this for you. Trust Him, believe it, receive it. Consider Peter walking on water toward Jesus. The waves were wild, the wind was fierce, but he stepped out anyway. When he focused on Jesus, he walked. When he looked at the storm, he sank. Keep your eyes on God. Don't let the waves distract you. Don't let the wind shake you. Step out in faith, and you'll walk on water, too. This is a season of acceleration. Things that once took years are happening in months. The doors that seemed locked are opening in moments. God is speeding things up for you. What you've been waiting for, praying for, believing for, it's coming faster than you think. He's saying, get ready. Your preparation has led to this. Your faith has opened the way. Your time is now. Your life is a testimony of God's power. Every step you take, every challenge you overcome, every blessing you receive, it's all pointing to Him. People will look at you and see His hand, they will hear your story and know His truth. You are not just living unto yourself. You are living unto His glory, unto His kingdom, unto the lives He has called you to touch. Let's speak about peace, not the fleeting kind that comes and goes with circumstance, but that deep, unshakable peace God gives. John chapter 16:33 says, In me, you may have peace. In this world, you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. That peace is yours, chosen one. It is the calm in the storm, the strength in the chaos, the assurance that God is with you. The world may be loud, but God's presence is louder. Spend time with Him, let His voice drown out the noise. In those moments of stillness, you'll find clarity. You'll find strength. You'll find the courage to step into everything He's prepared for you. He's saying, I'm here. Trust me. Lean into that and watch how everything changes. Think of Hannah, who prayed through her pain. She didn't give in or give up even when her heart was breaking. She poured out her soul to God and He answered with a son who would change Israel's history. Your prayers, your tears, your faith, they're not in vain. God hears you, He sees you, and He's answering in ways that will leave you in awe. Your purpose is bigger than you can see right now. It's not about your life. It's about the ripple effect. Your obedience, your faith, your courage. They're touching people you may never meet. They're planting seeds for generations you may never know. God is using you to change the world one step at a time. Embrace it, live it, trust it. The enemy wants you to feel small, but God says you're significant. He's placed eternity in your heart, a purpose that stretches beyond this moment. Ecclesiastes chapter 3:11 says, He has made everything beautiful in its time. Your time is now. Your purpose is unfolding. Your life is becoming a masterpiece of His grace. This is about legacy. The choices you make today, the faith you walk in, the steps you take are building something that's gonna outlast you. God's using you to create a story that's gonna inspire, uplift, and point others to Him. You are not just living for now, you are living for forever. Step into it with boldness. Your transformation is a process, but it's also a promise. God is shaping you day to day into the person He created you to be. Every challenge, a chisel, every victory, a brushstroke. He's crafting something beautiful, something powerful, something eternal. Trust the process. Trust the one who's guiding it. Consider Nehemiah rebuilding Jerusalem's walls against all odds. Enemies mocked him, obstacles surrounded him, but he kept working. God gave him the strength, the resources, the vision to finish what he started. Your walls, your dreams, your purpose are being rebuilt, too. Keep working. God's got the rest. This message is a call to rise. God is saying, get up. Move forward. Claim what's yours. The blessings, the breakthroughs, the purpose. They're not waiting in the future. They're here now, ready for you to take hold of. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let doubt hold you back. You are chosen and God's plan for you is unstoppable. Your life is a light in a dark world. Matthew chapter 5:16 says, "Let your light shine before others that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Your story, your faith, your courage, they're pointing people to God. Do not dim your light. Don't hide your testimony. Shine, chosen one, and let the world see His glory through you. Your journey is a map drawn by God's hand. Every twist, every turn, every detour, it's all been intentional. You might have felt lost at times, wandering through uncertainty, but God was never confused. He's been guiding you step by step to this very moment. The path hasn't always been clear, but it's always been His. Right now, He's saying, look up. The fog is lifting, and the destination is coming into view. You're closer than you think to everything He's promised. The world measures success by what you have, money, status, things. But God measures it by who you're becoming. He's not looking at your bank account or your resume. He's looking at your heart, your faith, your willingness to trust Him. That's where your true wealth lies. Every time you choose faith over fear, obedience over doubt, you're building a legacy that outshines gold. God is saying, keep going. I see you and I'm pleased. Think of Gideon, hiding in a winepress, afraid and unsure. God didn't see a coward. He saw a mighty warrior. When Gideon doubted, God didn't scold him. He equipped him. With just 300 men, Gideon defeated an army because he trusted God's call. You're Gideon now. You may feel small, but God sees a warrior. Your resources may be limited, but God's power is limitless. Trust Him, and watch what He does with your faith. Your story is a puzzle and God is placing the pieces together. That moment of pain you thought was pointless, it's a piece. That victory you almost overlooked, it's a piece. Every experience, every lesson, every prayer, they're all fitting together to form a picture of His purpose for you. You might not see the whole image yet, but it's taking shape. God is saying, trust my design. The final picture will be breathtaking. The enemy wants you to focus on what you lack. He'll point to empty places, your bank account, your relationships, your confidence, and say, you're not enough. But God is saying, you're mine, and that's more than enough. You don't need to be complete to be chosen. God fills the gaps. He takes your weaknesses and makes them strengths. He takes your emptiness and fills it with His abundance. Picture a potter at work shaping clay. It starts as a lump unformed, unremarkable. But the potter's hands mold it, press it, shape it into something beautiful. That's you in God's hands. The pressure, you've felt the stretching, the reshaping, it's all part of His process. He's molding you into a vessel of His glory, one that holds His purpose, one that pours out His love. Trust the potter. He knows what shape you're supposed to take. Your faith is a seed, small but mighty. It doesn't look like much when you plant it, but underneath the surface, it's taking root. Every prayer, every act of trust, every moment you choose to believe it's growing, and God's saying, keep planting. The harvest is coming, and it will be more than you can contain. Your faith is producing fruit, not just for you, but for everyone around you. Consider Sarah, who laughed at God's promise of a child. It seemed impossible, too late, too unlikely. But God didn't laugh. He fulfilled His word and put Isaac in her arms. Your dreams might seem impossible. Too big, too far off, too unlikely. But God is saying, I'm not bound by time or circumstance. Your Isaac is coming. Believe it, and hold fast. It's a season of divine connections wherein God is bringing the right people into your life, mentors, partners, friends who will walk with you toward His purpose. These are not random encounters but orchestrated by God. That conversation, that opportunity, that unexpected meeting, they're part of His plan. Be open, be ready. God is aligning the people you need to fulfill your calling. Your voice has power. The words you speak, the prayers you pray, the truth you declare, they carry weight in the spiritual realm. James chapter 3:5 says, "The tongue is small but can set a forest ablaze." Your words can spark change, ignite hope, shift atmospheres. God is saying, speak life. Declare His promises over your situation. Proclaim His truth over your fears. Your voice is a weapon, and He's teaching you how to use it. Imagine a riverbed, dry and cracked, waiting for water. For years, it's been empty, but the rains are coming. That's your life right now. The dry places, your finances, your health, your dreams are about to be filled. God is sending the rain, the provision, the restoration. He's saying, get ready for the flow. What was barren will become fruitful. What was empty will overflow. The enemy will try to make you question God's timing. He'll say, if it hasn't happened yet, it never will. But God's clock doesn't tick like the world's. He's not late, He's not delayed. Ecclesiastes chapter 3:1 says, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Your season is now. God is moving, and His timing is perfect. Trust it. Think of Lazarus, dead in the tomb for 4 days. The world said it was over, but Jesus said, Lazarus, come out. And He did. Your dead places, your broken dreams, your lost hopes are hearing God's voice right now. He's calling them to life. That which seemed finished is being revived. That which seemed impossible is becoming real. God is saying, come out of the tomb. Your obedience is your key. Every time you say yes to God, you unlock another door. Every time you trust His word, you step closer to His promise. Obedience isn't about perfection, it's about willingness. God doesn't need you to have it all figured out. He just needs you to take the next step. He's saying, I've got the plan. You bring the faith. The world might try to define you by your past, but God defines you by His purpose. You're not your mistakes, your failures, or your regrets. You're His child, chosen, called. Romans chapter 8:28 says, all things work together for good to those who love God, who are called according to His purpose. Every moment of your life is working for your good. God is weaving it all together. Picture a tapestry, threads of every color woven together. Some threads are dark, some bright, but together they create something beautiful. Your life is that tapestry. The dark threads, your struggles, your pain, are as vital as the bright ones. Your joys, your victories. God is the weaver, and He's creating something beautiful. Trust His hands. The pattern is perfect. Your courage is putting steel in someone else's spine. You may not know this, but every step of obedience is a signal to someone else that they can keep going. Your resilience, your trust, your refusal to give up, it's a light in their darkness. God is using you to spark hope, to show others what it looks like to walk with Him. You're not just chosen for you. You're chosen for them. Consider Jonah running from God's call. He ended up in a whale's belly, but even there, God didn't abandon him. He brought Jonah back to his purpose. You might have run from God's call at times, but He's still with you. He's still guiding you. Your detours don't disqualify you. They prepare you. God is saying, I'm bringing you back to where you're meant to be. Your heart is a garden, and God is the gardener. He's planting seeds of faith, hope, and purpose. He's pulling out the weeds of doubt, fear, and shame. Every day He's tending to you, watering you with His word, nurturing you with His love. The growth might feel slow, but it's happening. He's saying, look at how far you've come. Your garden is about to bloom. The enemy wants you to think you're alone. He'll whisper that no one understands, that no one sees you. But God sees you. He knows you. Psalm chapter 139:1 says, "You have searched me, Lord, and you know me." Every thought, every fear, every dream. He knows them all, and He's with you, closer than your breath, guiding you through every moment. You are never alone. Picture a bridge spanning a great divide. On one side is your past, your pain, your doubts, your struggles. The other is your future. God's promises, His purpose, His abundance. You stand on that bridge right now, crossing over. Every step of faith takes you closer to the other side. God is saying, keep walking. I am with you. Your joy is a weapon. The enemy hates it when you smile, when you laugh, when you find peace in the storm. Your joy declares that God is bigger than your circumstances. As it says in Nehemiah chapter 8:10, the joy of the Lord is your strength. Let it rise up, let it overflow. Your joy is one witness that God is good and it's shaking the enemy's plans. Think of Miriam, who danced after the parting of the Red Sea. She had seen slavery, fear, and pursuit. But when God delivered her with her people, she didn't hold back. She sang, she danced, she celebrated. Your deliverance is here. Your Red Sea is parting. God, as He says, dance. Celebrate His faithfulness. Let your joy be a declaration of His victory in your life. Your purpose is unfolding in layers. It's not one moment or one act, it's a lifetime saying yes to God. Every choice, every step, every prayer is peeling back another layer, revealing more of His plan. And He's saying, stay faithful. Each layer is one step closer to fullness of what He's called you to be. The world might try to box you in, to limit you to its definitions of success or value.